Hello, and welcome to SciFi Vision presents the Librarians in the Next Chapter in the Illustrious Livestream for August 12th. Tonight we have episodes 3 and 4 of the Librarians in the Next Chapter to talk about. Please make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other interviews on both the video tab as well as on scifivision.com. Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming. I hope everybody enjoyed these 2 episodes. I know Scarlet is not here quite yet, but she should be along in a few minutes. What did you think of these 2? I kind of have mixed feelings.
I liked them. I don't know. Scarlet said the other night that she felt that one of these, I don't know which one she was talking about, because she said they were it was campier than the genie one, and I didn't think they were either one was campier than the genie one. I liked them both. I really liked the Peter Pan one. That was a lot of fun.
I thought that one was way campier, but
I didn't think the Peter Pan one was that campy. It was, it was very in line with Peter Pan. Like, it's what you would expect of a Peter Pan story.
All right, I can see that. But yeah, I don't know. But you liked them both. I don't know. I thought that the Peter Pan one, I still really liked it. Don't get me wrong. But at one point, I thought it was a little too silly. Like, at first, whenever they started showing, like, her Charlie dressed as Wendy, I started to think it's too silly. And then I saw that she was tricking him, and the whole time she's, capturing Tinkerbell. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't mind that then. But then the whole thing with the fact that Lysa had an alligator head, that was a bit much for me.
That was fun.
It was funny, but it was a little overly silly. But I still really liked it.
You thought that was overly silly, but you didn't think half the shit that happened in the genie episode was overly silly.
I thought this was more silly. I don't know. I did. What is Valar Morg? Is that? I don't know what that is.
Hey, Fletch, wrong show.
I was gonna say, is that to do with House of the Dragon?
House of the Dragon last night.
Yeah, wrong show, Fletch. Sorry.
And hello, Kelly and JM.
Yeah, but hi, Fletcher. Well, thank you for coming, even if you have the wrong show. And JM has
something tells me he knows he has the wrong show.
Yeah. Yes. Now he knows it. Now he knows it for sure.
That's not nice.
Yeah, Scarlet she was at the watch party. She should be along. She's not. No, she is online. So hopefully she's going to be
she'll be here in a minute. She can chime in once she gets here.
Oh, well, yeah. But I like, that being said, I did really like it. And I liked the idea of them talking about, the first one, the Peter Pan one, of them like recreating the story. And it made sense to me. I mean, I feel like maybe they could have stuck with one or the other, either Pan or Peter Pan. I don't know that they necessarily needed to use both together. I don't know. I mean, like, it worked, but part of me wonders if it was too much, and if they could have done it.
What do you mean by both together?
Like, how it was supposed to be Pan who became Peter Pan, so it kind of had both legends. So I don't know, it worked. I'm just wondering if it would have worked a little differently if, like, they had chosen to just do Peter Pan and not bring in the other Pan legend as well. I don't know. Like I said, I liked it. It was, like I said, at times a bit silly, but I did think it was really good and it was cool. And I liked it.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm just glad Lysa was the crocodile and not Princess Tiger Lily. That was a bullet dodge. Actually, that would have been fucking hilarious. I mean, the crocodile was funny, but her as Tiger Lily, that would have opened up a whole door of jokes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel that. See, I didn't have a problem with them saying that the legend of Peter Pan is like this century's incarnation of Pan the god. I think that makes perfect sense. There's lots of things like that throughout history where there's different incarnations of a deity. So I was okay with that.
Yeah, B says, I agree, putting both together to fool us was a bit silly. I'm not saying
I wasn't fooled, though. As soon as I saw the shadow, I was like, oh, this is fucking Peter Pan.
All right, that's fair. I didn't.
Maybe
look, I get it. And it's not that it bothered me. I'm just saying, like, I wonder if it would have played a bit differently and I would have liked it more if they had chosen one. But I mean, like I said, I didn't mind it. And it was interesting too, because it gave him sort of a darker side, so he wasn't all just like Peter Pan. Because whenever I found out he was Peter Pan, at first I was kind of like, oh, well, then he must not really be a villain. I mean, like in the end, probably they're just going to get along or whatever. Because, sometimes librarians, it does have things where they're not quite the villain and they help them or whatever. So I like that,
Scarlet.
that it gave both sides of it. Yeah. Hi, Scarlet. What did you think?
I was really disappointed I didn't get to see a person that was like Pan with the goat legs.
Yeah.
I guess they were kind of, I know they don't have the best budget, so I know it's like shadows and bestial noises, and it's kind of acting like it's Pan, but then it's not.
It might have been the budget. That could have been a big part of it. But I mean, they showed it as the other Pan, like in the shadow, at least. Like they did show that it was a goat figure or whatever you want to call it.
B and I are clever. She said she wasn't fooled either. As soon as she saw the shadow, she realized they were making the transition.
But why goat prints then? Why does it have like? Did he just make the goat prints with his hands?
Because he did have goat hooves. They just didn't show the whole legs because he had pants on.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Oh, so you think he still had the goat leg?
That's a vegetarian cut. It just had pants on.
It's kind of like how Scarlet was just saying they don't have the best budget, so
yeah.
It's one thing to make a shadow. It's another thing to actually show us.
I don't know if they ever showed his feet.
Oh, you guys won't let me do my joke.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my god, wait so long. They were pants. Pants.
Yes.
Pants. I was waiting for so long.
Sorry. Okay, we got it.
I don't know. That was a minute ago.
I don't know if they showed his feet though. I never noticed if they did.
Well, when Charlie's in that thing, you hear kind of like a hoof noise.
Yeah.
You hear hoof noises, but you don't hear them after Peter Pan's there. So I thought maybe he just, like AJ was saying, maybe it was just this, popular culture's new Pan, or a mixture of the two. But it didn't seem like a mixture of the two because they said Pan was dead, which I thought, why did Pan die? I'm confused. I don't know. That was on the show.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be that he turned human. And I don't think the actual Peter Pan had the hoofs, but maybe I'm wrong. But I'm looking back. I know there was that I don't think once he was Peter Pan that he actually had the hoofs. I think he had turned human.
Well, he's got it figured out. He put shoes over his goat feet.
Yeah, pants.
There you go. Okay, good. It updated. All right. Well, let's.
Well, apparently in the book, Peter Pan plays a flute, and I didn't know that until I looked it up.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. When they first had the flute, I thought it was gonna be the Pied Piper. So I was dumb.
What the hell is the Pied Piper doing hanging out on a windowsill?
Well, no, I mean at the very beginning. I don't know. I just thought
maybe why is the guy Pan having on the windowsill?
That's a good point. But it was because he'd flown or whatever. So the reason this is called is it the missing banker? I have the picture there somewhere.
The disappearing accountants or bankers. Sorry, bankers.
The disappearing bank. It must not have. I'm not actually seeing that screen, so I must not have gotten a picture of the screen for some reason. But yeah. So it is about the fact that these bankers are going missing and they're actually jumping out their window. And we don't know why. We don't know what happened. We just see this guy walk over to the windowsill and jump.
Yeah, there's a crocodile in his wall.
I got a picture of it.
Did you get it?
And this is his wife. Yeah, it's in the shot after when they come back. This is his wife who sees it happen, and she's like, "Oh no!" But when she looks out,
I'm gonna say the first of many dropping teacup gags in this episode that I enjoyed very much.
Yeah, for sure.
Like as soon as she gets it fixed, somebody else drops it, and then as soon as she gets it fixed at the end,
Charlie keeps dropping
hilarious.
it. But yeah, she sees that happen, and that's why she calls the librarians for help.
It's called the Vanishing Bankers, by the way.
Vanishing Bankers, sorry. Yeah. Thank you. JM says Jenkins and Elaine are custodians, not caretakers. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I think I was the one that I thought it was caretakers, so but that works.
That's what I said.
All right, fair enough. And yes, Peter Pan is Pan, we find out, or was Pan, or however you want to say that. Was altered over time, I guess.
Well, it was an influence for the book, I guess.
Yeah. You know what I bet happened? This is like really, really dark. So my guess is I took a picture of the writing and it like went a second later. It doesn't always time it right.
When it comes into the show.
Yeah. So this woman, the wife, calls librarians to get help to find her missing husband that she saw jump out of the window, doesn't know why, doesn't know what happened, but obviously she is scared. And Charlie, who keeps, as we said, keeps dropping the teacups. And by the way, Ty Tennant, of course, is David Tennant's son. Keeps dropping the teacup and breaking it. But she at least is there to help when nobody else showed up, because they're all off doing their own thing. And look, they're kind of mean to her in this episode, right?
Well, that's kind of the point of this, because she's feeling very unappreciated.
Yeah.
And she's so stressed, which I think is why she keeps dropping shit.
That too, yeah. But that's also, I think, why. Oops, I closed out the wrong thing. That's also, I think, why he was able to, bring her there, easier, and get her at the beginning to kind of lure her.
She said she made a wish, and Peter Pan heard her.
Yeah. She wished she didn't have any more responsibility.
Yes, so that's why he originally was able to grab her in the first place. So what do you Scarlet? You can just tell me. I told you before. Just interrupt me. What's this about the Green Man Tell me what you're talking about, so I know what you're talking about.
I was just talking to something Susie said in the chat.
Okay. Sorry,
relative of what we're talking about right now.
That's when you pull Susie's comment up, and then you speak directly to Susie.
Sorry. No, she was.
Okay, that's easier than it sounds. Okay.
No, that was
just do it. It's so easy.
Anyway, so she goes back out in the hallway and she's like, "Why the hell aren't you here?" And he is busy. I don't remember what his reasoning was, but Lysa went to get her coat, and
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
If you watch it on TNT like I do, they're doing a whole promotion for Libby through the Librarians, so that Books Are Magic cup he has is related to the Libby app. And if you go on the Libby app with your library card, there's a whole selection of books that the kind of curated set of librarian picked books, quote unquote librarian books.
Oh, that's cool. Are they related to the cases, or just they are saying?
I haven't looked at them. They kind of show a few of the covers when the little ad comes up on the right hand, and then they have a whole commercial that has all the actors and the showrunner too, and they're talking about books. Oh, it's really cool. It's really cool, and I think you don't get that if you watch it.
That's cool. I've tried the app before, or I've used the app before to get something from the library. I don't remember what, but
so they had to have a sponsor. Libby is a sponsor for this show,
There you go.
The Books Are Magic. That's why he keeps holding that Books Are Magic mug.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Why is it every time I take her, I never remember to pull my hair back first, and then I can't pull it back every single time. It never changes. But anyway, but that's cool. Sorry, that was cool. Yeah, I've used that before to rent something out. But they are all not there because they're doing different things. Like I said, I don't remember for sure what Vikram was doing, but I know that Lysa went to get her coat, and Connor got different shoes or something. And then
he got brand new shoes because it's London, and he wanted to put on his new shoes, which later on he's walking through all because it rains in London, so his shoes are wet. And he's upset about that.
And then he wants to change back. I did think it was interesting they made this one in London instead of Belgrade. I don't know if that's to do with Peter Pan that they did that, or I missed like why. I mean, I guess they just put it in London. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it's probably because that's where Peter Pan comes from.
Yeah.
So just
Yeah, that's kind of
I think they're always kind of relative. Like in their Belgrade, it's all like like Slavic mythology, and then when they expand out, it's like Celtic mythology and Peter Pan and stuff.
sometimes they. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Oh, and then our next episode is German, so like the mythology folklore
Yeah.
was over there.
Yeah. I was going to say, I believe, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I think this is, well, Scarlet won't know, but I think this is the episode they had the Doctor Who joke, or at least I'm taking it as a Doctor Who joke.
I would know the Doctor Who. Oh, it's
yeah,
bigger.
I know.
No, it's bigger on the inside. Was the Doctor Who joke for the genie bottle?
Yeah, there's that. I forgot about that.
There's
one.
another one.
Yeah, no, that's it's in this one, but at least I'm guessing
Doctor Who
it was a Doctor Who reference. Considering how often Dean Devlin shoves in Doctor Who references, it probably was meant to that. I think it was this one where he goes like, and like I was like, oh, we're here with his finger. What Vikram did that? Wasn't this that this episode?
I don't remember him doing that.
I thought it was right at the beginning here. Maybe I'm wrong. But in one of the episodes, he like licks his finger or whatever, and he like tells where they're at based on the atmosphere or whatever, where he does that with time a lot of times in Doctor Who. And also the other thing that could or could not be a reference is Lysa's jacket with all the pockets too. I was wondering if that was meant to be, because I know there's a lot of pocket jokes too in Doctor Who, but I may be reaching on that one. I don't know. Yes, I know. You gotta go to bed. I know. So anyway, they do go in to help her eventually. And this is when Charlie starts breaking the cups. So they're gonna follow up and try to track whatever it was that came, because they go out to the windowsill and they find these hoof prints. And Lysa like leans out and trying to test whatever it is, and they don't know yet what it is other than it's got hoofs, and how did it get out on the windowsill, why is it on the windowsill, that kind of thing. And I am going to go put her in the kennel. Why? Oh, don't you dare puke on me. I'm going to go.
Oh, no. Okay.
Whoops, I muted myself. Sorry, I muted myself instead.
That's fine. You panicked. It's fine.
No, she stinks. I think she's gonna go to the bathroom. I will be back. You guys talk.
I'm just trying to find the stuff on.
Like, I want to put Susie's comment up. I'm curious what she means. People always try to say that ancient Greek myths came first, but it's just because they had books. Came first before what, Susie?
Came first because books.
Well, I'm just curious what.
Well, I mean, I know it came before like Roman mythology, because Romans kind of took a lot of the gods and used them, and renamed them, but they were the same ones, really, the same aspect, like Aphrodite and Venus and Zeus, Juno and Hera and stuff like that. But I don't know what exactly she means.
Jupiter.
Anyway, I'll put her in when you bring her back. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm trying to find
this. I had that unmuted the whole time, didn't I? You could hear our shit go.
Yes, you did.
Sorry.
We didn't hear anything until you came back.
Okay, well, I thought I muted it. I'm afraid she has to go to the bathroom, so I gave her to my dad to take her out because she stinks. I think she's her stomach's bothering her. But anyway, not that you needed to know all that, but so she's going out to the bathroom now, so she doesn't go in her kennel. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So what? Okay, let's see. The Jam says it.
Thank you, Susie.
But the cooking one has a specific Doctor Who call out. I'm trying to remember. You'll have to remind me. It might just be that I'm not remembering it because I can't keep the episode straight half the time. But I'm guessing I would have known it and probably just have forgotten which episode it was. All right, so they are trying to figure out more about it. And there was also a flute, and that's why they're saying that it's the god Pan.
Panpipes,
yeah. And Yeah, they think it's Pan at first, but that the Pan legend we find out later turned into Peter Pan. But we don't find that out yet. So then we have this other guy who is going to walk off the building, and Charlie, because they get one of their alerts on the magic pendulum, she uses the door to come to his house to try to save him, and she ends up disappearing with the guy. And like you said earlier, he's maybe only able to take her because she did make that wish. I don't know for sure, but she ends up being taken with him. And then she ends up in this weird, dark place, which I guess is what, just like a rundown warehouse that he sees as Neverland? Is that, I guess, the best description? That
Yeah, like
he-
an illusion, like a glamour or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like he
don't see Neverland in this broken down warehouse unless you believe.
Right.
Yeah, so I think all the Lost Boys running through it are seeing something else.
Oh,
Well,
for sure.
Yeah,
for
the
sure.
Lost Boys are seeing Neverland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's, and it's not until she like kind of like lets go that she supposedly sees Neverland.
Yeah, and it's interesting, and it makes me wonder, and we can talk about this more when we get there, but I kind of wondered, like, if she was faking it, how did she actually see it? I don't know if that makes
I mean, I
sense.
guess she could have let herself go enough to see it, but not buy
Okay, all
into
right, I can buy that.
She,
But right now,
she was going along with it.
yeah. Well, right now, all she sees is these grown men acting like little boys, and they
Yeah, like the raspberry thing, like him doing raspberries and then flipping his jacket up.
yeah, they try to get away from her. They're like, no grown-ups allowed, and it's funny. I thought it
You're
was cute.
ugly.
Yeah, you're ugly and stupid, or whatever they said.
You're old and ugly.
Yeah. All right, thank
This
you,
is
JM.
funny.
I'll put that up when we get to that part of the episode. I'll have to remember to put the quote up. So yeah, she is there, shouldn't be there, doesn't know where she is. She starts kind of looking around, trying to figure out, what's going on. And it kind of looks like this creepy, like warehouse from like murder movies, That's what it made me think of, which I thought was funny actually for this show, but that's what it reminded me of, like a Texas chainsaw.
It's probably the locations they could get. So this is where they
That's
we
fair.
got to make this work. We have a warehouse. Now how do we make this work in Peter Pan?
Yeah, we have to make it be pretty. Now I get it. That's true. So they're still trying to figure stuff out. And at one point, that's because he brings out the candle. They're all worried about Charlie, and he's like, is it for all the Guardians or for all the Librarians too? I can't remember. But he brings out the candle and he says, as long as it burns, she's still alive. So regardless of where she is alive right now and hopefully safe. So at least they can keep track of her in that sense. But here is where they see the hoof prints and they talk about it being Pan that made it. And then there was olive tree in the footprints, and that just leads them to the area. That's how they figure out where to go to try to find them eventually. And there's more of the murder place, and then
the arrows.
Yeah, I'm guessing reminded you, at least it did remind me of the From arrow. It made me think of.
Yeah.
But these arrows
Answers this way. This
yeah,
way out.
exit
I'm sure
this
it's
way.
this way out. Just follow the arrows. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be, being honest. But she goes through the door and she ends up back in the exact same place. It's like, all a trick. And there's more of the Lost Boys they're playing, and she's still trying to figure out what's going on. There's a voice coming through this old-timey radio, which ends up, we know later, is Peter Pan, but we don't know at this point yet. It tells her, or not tells her, it says doesn't it say something to her like about them being lost? I mean, it doesn't say that they're Lost Boys, but it's something to that effect of it explaining to her that she's not one of them. I can't remember exactly what it says, or if you even need to know that, but The quote was, "This is Charlie's candle taken from the candle room inside the library. Every custodian, librarian, and guardian has one burning within." So there. Thank you. That is the correct answer. So they all have a candle. All right. So she's still trying to find a way out. She's running around. And then
there's a hoot feet.
Yeah, we did see hoofed feet for.
It's like some production person with them, like on sticks, holding up a ball, putting them down.
Probably.
You think it's that elaborate? It's some guy dressed in black to color, or green for the green screen later, and he's just got him on his hands going clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah,
well, I didn't think it was that. I thought these were on sticks and somebody was moving them.
No, it's probably that's what I was saying. I was saying it's probably not that elaborate.
Yeah. Well, hey, whatever works. But she does finally think, well, I know, I'll go up, which was actually pretty smart, because she's trying to find a way around this maze or whatever that they're in. And there is the god Pan. This is where they've decided that's what it is.
What does it say underneath him? Does it give him like a species name?
I don't know.
Like
it's in
Artemis
Latin.
something.
It's in Latin. I just see it says Senio Dio. I don't know. It's in Latin. I can't read Latin. So I don't know.
Funny.
But yeah, I didn't think about that. It's Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pan's Labyrinth has anything to do with, I mean, I'm assuming it has to do with with Pan the god, but I don't know because I've never seen it.
He's like Pan the god. He's got hooves and the like.
Cool. I've always wanted to see that movie. I've never gotten.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I haven't seen it forever, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it looks really cool. So they're talking about that, and then Charlie sees pull here the rope, and now this was creepy, and this is where it was kind of like, okay, it's just Peter Pan, and then there's all this creepy shit going on. So I like that there was, like I said before, I like that there was two sides to this, and that there was kind of his dark side. There's skeletons and everything. And
well, he never said where he put, like, he just got rid of people when they got too old or grew up, but he never said where. Yeah, it's like a little house. He made a little house for them, a little environment with a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a dollhouse, and it's creepy. I mean, he does say, "Oh, I never killed anybody. They died of old age,"
Yeah,
and that they stay young forever. But like the fact that he's putting them in this house is really freaking creepy. All right, and then B says it's not hard to source sticks for free, AJ.
Put the hooves on the end of the sticks.
Yeah, no, you're right, B. This is where I took a second picture. You can't really see in that picture. They're looking and they see this shadow of the hoofed creature, and that's where you kind of know, okay, this is Peter Pan. So I think they give the excuse that, or not excuse, but the reasoning that Pan, I forget exactly what they say, but Pan became Peter Pan because the people believed in him because of like in pop culture and everything.
He didn't become him. He's still Pan. He just goes by Peter Pan. Now he's this century's iteration, because over time people believe different things and they stop believing in things like,
like gods.
How many people actually believe in Greek and Roman and God? Listen, I'm not
Wiccans. All of you.
Hold on, I'm okay.
The majority of people
not saying that people don't still.
Like hundreds of thousands of people that are Wiccans.
Yeah, there's a lot. I said majority.
But the point is, all right, Scarlet. How many people are Wiccans? I mean, compare.
Well, there's more and more of them now. They think there's probably at least like 1 million of them, if not more. But that's self-professed.
My point is,
I was going to say that was my whole problem with them saying Pan was dead, because I'm like, Pan's one of the central figures in Wicca and then like religions before that when they had the revival in the 1950s.
My point is the general population, and especially as you get, kids get older and you become adults, and adults stop believing in stuff like that, and cultures change. So
adults don't believe in a religion that they're part of.
At any rate.
Listen,
As
I'm
I
not.
said, the majority of the people, not
Listen.
that there aren't lots of people that do, just saying the majority of the people don't.
Pagan religions made a lot more sense than some of the current ones.
That is true.
That's
That
true.
is true.
But I'm just saying, when they said that and they said Pan was dead, I'm like, what? First of all, I thought maybe he died in the series somewhere or one of the movies, and I wasn't sure. And because I was like, that's all left you claim.
Yeah. And yeah, B's right. He took on Peter Pan version of Pan to relate to the masses. I
Yeah.
guess I don't know if he created Peter Pan or he took Peter Pan's history from the books. I think he took it from the books, right? So I'd take it the way B said it. At least from what I'm remembering, but
Wait, hold on. You're saying hold on. So you think
It's confusing.
you think Pan the God took the Legend of Peter Pan for himself?
Yes.
Way to relate to the people to make them believe in him again. That's how what I thought it was. That's why I said,
So,
yeah, kind of like
Peter
American
Pan
Gods.
is
yeah,
based
like American
on
Gods.
Pan.
Yeah.
Yes. American Gods is a perfect example.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm
So,
saying
yeah.
the gods are always around. They're in the planet name.
Well,
They're in the days of the
I love-
week. They're in things that in the
I love
months of the
B.
year. It's everything that we use. So they're always around. I don't know why you would say the gods are dead.
To be fair, B doesn't believe in Peter Pan either.
That's fair. All right.
I don't
Anyway.
believe-
And
well,
Susie's
I mean-
and hold on, Susie's my new best friend. So when AJ's right, he's right.
Right about what?
I don't know or care.
Just in
Doesn't
general.
matter. All right. Hey, Jen.
Hey,
Well,
Hey, Jen. Hey, you showed up at the beginning of the show this time.
yeah, hello. Yeah, no, you ready? That just reminded me. I was going to say before I forget, because I should have announced this at the beginning of the show, and I did forget to announce this. Sunday at 10 Eastern, we're doing games and trivia for Scarlet's birthday. So make sure you guys
Yay! It's my birthday.
come to the stream we have on Sunday. I haven't scheduled it yet, but I'm going to schedule it for, though I didn't think, though I said that, and I never checked the schedule. There isn't anything Sunday nights, is there? I better check before I just say that's what we're doing.
Oh no, Jen, you didn't spell it wrong. That's so much better. Sorry. The chat is going off here.
Well, Susie X.
I'm gonna double check. No, there's nothing on the 16th. We're good. I just wanted to make sure, because I'm like, oh great, I just decided that and make sure that there wasn't something there. It's been a long day. All righty. So anyway, meanwhile, Charlie sees this shadow of Pan / Goat Man / whatever you want to call it, coming to the door, but he shrinks and turns human before he gets to Charlie. Oh, well, yes, vacation mode does have to be on time, but I am jealous you're in Florida. Okay. B says Pan took on the version of Peter Pan after people wrote the story. Pan as Peter didn't exist before some humans wrote it. So then Pan went, oh, I like it. That's my take. That was kind of what that was kind of the way I took it from what they said. But
yes.
like I said, like American Gods, with a good description.
But B said it better. What you said before.
Well, that was what I was trying to say. This is what I think don't make sense. It doesn't mean I don't
Jamie. I've been trying to decipher you for 20 years.
Oh, so. Shut up. All right. So this Pan. Oh, that reminded me. Now I'm thinking about it. I did find that picture with the alligator. Why did it not show up when I went through the pictures? Poopy.
Because I thought it was before you took it, because when I saw it, it was almost the first shot of the episode when it came into the office, and then the crocodile was on the wall.
I thought it was when they came back in. There it is. It was when they came back in.
I just saw it like the second time I saw it. I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, well, I remember. Sorry, I forgot until now. There's the crocodile. Oh, dude, I could have zoomed in instead of cropping that thing before. I didn't think about that. But there's the alligator on the wall. So there was a clue there already. All right. Sorry. Back to our regularly scheduled discussion here. Now I gotta find out where the hell I was because I lost it. Okay. So it is coming through that door, but we don't get to see it yet. And I just now noticed that skeleton up there that's laying over the I don't know, wall, whatever you want to call it, up at the top. That's so funny. I didn't notice that before. It's relaxing.
Oh yeah.
All right. So then Lysa, she notices that the dirt from the prints, whenever she gets excited or happy, that it glows. And that's partly how they know that it's Peter Pan. Was it supposed to be fairy dust, or is it just to do with the legend?
It's fairy dust.
Fairy
Fairy
dust.
dust because
Okay,
she brings.
but I don't
but
know
she
if they
brings
said
it up
that or I
that-
missed it.
She brings it up that she read about it. She knew what it was because she read about it in stories.
Okay.
Not sciencing. Read it in a book.
Okay, I couldn't remember if she said fairy dust. There's no when I watch it, there's no caption, so I didn't know. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if she actually said it. Let's see. Peter Pan is fictional. He admitted it, and we've seen those before. I'm as real as any boy can be. You're from a book written about me. Yeah, so either way, could look at it either way. Okay, so where is Charlie? He was on the picture when I clicked the show. Where's Charlie? Charlie's in here. Wait, Charlie's a she.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I know what she means. Susie, Dominic Monaghan is in the first episode.
Okay, yes, I should have figured. Susie's talking about Lost. That should have been my clue.
Yeah, but you know what? Now she brings it up. I almost feel like this might be Merlin magic going through all these episodes.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Because I feel like each one has their own episodes. Like this one's about Charlie, and she doesn't want to be responsible. Then the next one's about Connor and what he fears. So I'm wondering if the other two librarians are going to have, and then Merlin's going to come back. You know, because they put the big books
that
into
is interesting. Because
actor,
if you
so
think about,
I'm assuming he's not. Oh my God! I'm assuming he's not in all the episodes because they can't afford him. Okay, go.
Go ahead.
It says I keep talking.
I was
just
going to say that makes perfect sense because they even make a reference about the first episode in the next episode.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yes, but Susie, he plays more Merlin. There we go. But he's not in this one. Okay. Back to the creepy ass dollhouse. There is Peter Pan, and we see him for a second there, and then we switch back over to the other story as they're trying to figure out still how to get to Charlie. And I think they talk about the book and everything at that point, Peter Pan book. And here's where she finally gets to meet and talk to Peter Pan. And as I think, as JM said earlier, I think this is where he says that about the book, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Code Knox says, hi,
Code.
Haven't seen you for a while. Says, first time the name Wendy was ever used was in Peter Pan. That's interesting. Yeah,
really?
that's interesting. But it makes me think of, it was making me think of Alien when he said that. When they took on
Alien Earth.
Yeah, Alien Earth. But I mean, look, that makes sense. I mean, lots of times names come from, pop culture and everything else, and people, they become popular. So very cool. Yes, he plays Merlin. All right. So he knows she doesn't she doesn't belong there, but he's saying yes because you wished and now I already forgot what the wish was. I think that was that thing I started, wasn't it? She said, I don't want to be here. And Peter said, but you wished it. Or Charlie Cornwall, I heard you when you wished it. She was annoyed with her co-workers at the time.
Annoyed? That's putting it mildly.
More than annoyed, but we didn't talk about that earlier. She felt underappreciated because nobody was reading her like notes on the case and everything before they came. Like everybody ignored her emails, and nobody appreciated all the work that she did that she's done each time. They didn't even know she did it because nobody was paying any attention.
Yeah, but, they didn't know about the pigeonholes or anything.
Yeah, so she's felt very underappreciated, and that was when she made that wish, which, you know what? You would think after the last episode, she would be a little more careful.
Yeah, I was thinking there was a
Saying.
wish made so quickly after that episode.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, how many times in a day might you be like, oh my god, I wish this day was over?
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
It was so close. I almost thought the genie was going to reappear in this one. You called?
You called me already? So anyway, he makes, since she's supposed to be there, she can now believe in Neverland. And suddenly we have this magical version, very pretty and bright. And this is Neverland. This is what the kids are seeing. And now what Charlie was seeing.
And
I think it was interesting that she still was put in the responsible mom position that's in the book Peter Pan with Wendy.
You're right. Well, and he has to fit the narrative, right? I mean, he's got to create the story.
Well, later on, Connor's in the dad version of the guy in Peter Pan that does the father role, so I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
it's funny. I saw her in this Wendy getup, and I was like, God, Charlie looks so out of place in a dress. like not in a dress necessarily, but like this bright, very festive, happy kind of.
Yeah. This character, not the actress, the character.
Right? Yes, the character. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just clarifying so people know what you mean.
She looks really good in purple. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, she looks really pretty, but yeah, she's definitely out of place. And this is where I kind of, for a minute, was kind of like, okay, this is a little silly. But like I said, I really appreciated when you find the fact, oh, she's just faking. Then it made me think, okay, I like this. I like where it's going. But she, for a moment here, pretends to see. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming she actually sees it, but she is pretending like it's working and that she's part of Neverland now and his Wendy and everything. And there's a picture of the whole world that they that he, I guess, created, his Neverland, that they're able to see right now. I'm not sure what that cloud that looks like airplane smoke is supposed to be, or not smoke, but you know what I mean.
A hook? It almost looks like a hook.
Oh, maybe. I thought it looked more like a question mark, but yeah, I could see it could be a hook.
A hook is a question mark.
Well, yeah.
It's a dirigible too, a little dirigible. I didn't see that before.
Oh yeah, I see that on the tree.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that until you just said that.
No,
I didn't.
The dirigible, the Zeppelin, the flying thing.
Oh, I thought you meant the. I'm thinking.
No,
I meant the thing that was the dirigible.
I knew what she meant. I just, like I said, I didn't notice it when I first watched the episode.
Yeah, it's for steampunk. It's for steampunk punks.
It is steampunk. It is steampunky.
Steampunk punk.
JM said Charlie is unappreciated, but seriously, you got to tell the new people what you're doing. It's not like Vikram is going to teach him anything except where to acquire good booze for his flasks. Yeah, she just should have said, "Hey, I'm going to go here, and this is what's going to happen." But no, that's great. All right. Hold on, I got to cover that a second. All right, so she is actually pretending, and then when she sees Tinkerbell, she captures her. And
you think by now Tinkerbell would learn her lesson? She's always getting captured.
Yes, you would think that, wouldn't you? Okay, I know why I said that. I'm like, what is it called? And it is dirigible, but I don't know if it's actually a real thing. When you said dirigible, I thought you meant the thing that was shaped like a fruit, because I was thinking of dirigible plums from Harry Potter.
Airship.
So that was why I was thinking.
I'll just use airship from now on, Jamie.
Okay. Well, no, there's like a fruit thing that kind of looked like that shape in the background. And that was what I was thinking. But anyway, she captures Tinkerbell and she's like, hey, you don't want me here, so help me leave. And that was really smart because she's, working with
actually what she said, basically that's what she said, but she pointed out that in the story you hate Wendy.
Yes.
So
yeah.
and
I like that angle.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I liked how they did that. And there's the little glow that is Tinkerbell. And there she's letting it go. So it ends up going to the library. And here's where Tinkerbell is flying around. And there
was anybody surprised that Vikram can speak fairy?
No, but that was awesome. That was funny.
I was surprised he could speak unicorn. And the unicorn was drunk.
That's right.
He can speak unicorn.
I forgot about that.
I did too. That was great. Vikram's great.
I wasn't surprised they just used the light for Tinkerbell and not an actor.
Yeah, well,
Budget.
exactly. But he talks to Tinkerbell to find out what they need to do. But I love like he yells at her first because she's got dirty language, and he's like, "No, we don't need any of that here." So I guess Tinkerbell swears like a sailor, which was great.
I assume so.
And that was funny. I don't know why Tinkerbell swears, but it's great. It's funny.
Because
Oh,
Tinkerbell's always angry. Like they said, she's so small that she can only feel one emotion at a time. So when she's angry, she's just real angry.
Really, really angry. Don't make me angry. Susie said all unicorns are drunk. Probably. Probably. All right. So here is Burner and the unicorn drank Vikram under the table. I love this. It was a good line. It was a good line. All right. So they are at this warehouse trying to find Charlie, but they have to, in order to get in, they have to become part of the story. And this is where he's like got his cosplay bag or whatever, and they're gonna it's funny though, now that I'm looking at this, isn't that Wendy's costume that he shoved in there? That's her dress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't need Wendy's dress, but I guess he doesn't know what they're going to become. Maybe, I don't know.
They're gonna double Wendy the situation.
I guess so. I don't know, but here comes Vikram as Hook there.
Sure, there's a better way to say that, but
What do you mean there's a better way to state that? Vikram is Hook. How else do you state that? Vikram dresses up as Hook.
That's never mind.
What? I didn't get it. It went over my head, I guess.
I know, went over my head too. I'm too sleepy. I missed something. Anyway, Vikram is enjoying being Hook. He's got funny expressions. So he leads. I love that one. Look at that. He leads in Connor as Mr. Darling, and Lysa gets to be the alligator.
It's Jonathan Darling.
That's Jonathan. That's her brother.
What? Oh, that's her brother. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Wendy's brother.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Wendy's
the
brother.
father.
That's what I was
thought-
saying before. Wendy kind of is the mom to the Lost Boys, and then Jonathan Darling kind of becomes like the dad to the Lost Boys. So I thought it was interesting that Charlie was the mom and Connor was the dad.
I know in Hook, Mr. Darling's the father. That's what I assumed and was thinking.
Well, yeah, Mr. Darling is the father, but
Yes,
Jonathan Darling's the brother.
Oh, you're saying it said his first name and I just missed it. Okay, sorry. I was trying to figure out what
the top hat and the outfit's pretty iconic when it comes. Yeah.
Susie says if Tinkerbell, if she was human, she'd literally be Martha from Silo.
That's hilarious. She would. You know what I remember about Hook? The thing I remember about the Hook. You should know the answer to that. The Jason Isaacs played Hook. That's what I remember. So, or not in Hook. What? It's not Hook. It's the other one. Is it Hook? Whichever one it is. Jason.
It isn't Hook. Because I thought Justin Hoffman played.
Yeah, I know. It's not Hook. It's the other.
What's the other one?
Peter Pan. It's the other Peter Pan movie, not Hook. I said the wrong
the one that the shit.
Sorry, I'm screwing up everything today.
Here, I'll just look him up and see.
I know, that's what I'm looking. I'm like, wait a second, I screwed something up.
Because I don't think I've seen that one.
No, it's whoops. It's just Peter Pan is the name of it. He plays Captain Hook and Mr. Darling. So that was all. I just was remembering that part from. It's been forever since I've seen that, and I think at some point I've seen the cartoon Peter Pan, but I must have been really, really young because I don't really remember much of it. I never really liked it, to be honest. So I never really. I mean, the Jason Isaacs one was good, but the original, I shouldn't say the original, the Disney cartoon, I never liked. So I don't remember all that much about it.
The Peter Pan ride at Disneyland's nice.
The what?
The Peter Pan ride at Disneyland.
Yes, that is very cool. I would agree with you there. This line also made me laugh. Vic, from now on, please start every sentence with Tinkerbell says. Yeah, that was okay. Jam says more rules about dealing with fictionals. Oh, Neverland is story locked. Tinkerbell told me that if we want to get into Neverland, we have to become part of Peter's story, which is why they dressed up in the first place.
Yes.
And like I said, she is the crocodile. I said alligator, same difference. The
Not the same difference.
Not the
I
same.
know. I know I said
Don't-
alligator before.
Don't
That's
let
why
don't let an alligator say that he's just like a crocodile.
Never
No,
smile.
I just
at-
realized
like
I
the
said
song,
I
never
think I said
smile at
alligator.
crocodile.
I meant crocodile, and I think I said alligator.
Have a haircut and talk a while.
Yeah. So Connor starts talking in a British accent too, which was hilarious.
Which is his own accent, isn't it?
Which is his
he
own
did-
accent. They're acting
Because
like
I
it's
thought
a
they were
bad.
making fun of him when he deviated back to an accent that sounded more like his natural accent.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if it was that was his natural accent or he was putting on a British accent.
Well, I'm just saying, like wherever I think he's from New Zealand, right? It's in that mother language, it's the British language.
Yeah,
British.
I was thinking he had a British. I don't even remember. Anyway, he's not. Doesn't have an
Not American.
Yes.
Anyway,
is-
sorry.
I think
This
he's New
show,
Zealand.
we're just all over the place. Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
All right. Anyway, well, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm going nuts tonight. So anyway, they are going into the warehouse and to find Peter Pan, but they're becoming part of the story so that way they.
Oh, he is British. He is British.
Okay, that's what I thought, and then I was like, maybe I mixed it up. I feel like one of them's Australian though, so one of the cast. I don't remember which one for sure, but I think you might be right about that. All right. So anyway, so they are heading in. There's Lysa with that ridiculous hat.
I love that outfit.
It's funny. It's.
I thought the moment you lost it was when she got a computerized crocodile head, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, that was definitely a little.
I loved it though. I love her. The show is unabashedly itself, and I love it for it.
Yeah, it is campy. We've talked about this before, and that's okay. I like it. She starts hearing tick tick, and also her eyes change a little bit at one point too, so they are turning. But they have come to rescue Charlie here, and he brings them into Neverland, and they have to kind of play out the story. And this is, I think, where Connor says, "Don't eat us" or something to that effect. They make a joke about her eating them. It's just creepy on many levels. There's her eyes glowing. She's slowly turning into the crocodile. All right. So hold on one second.
Thank you, Michael. Jessica Green is Australian.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could not remember for the life of me which one was. Okay, so Peter Pan has even tied up Wendy, which with these ropes that just appear out of nowhere, and they're quite digital. So
they didn't just appear. He waved his hand.
Yes, but I meant, well, they appeared out of nowhere when he waved his hand. Either way, they come out and they tie her up as she's standing there, and Vikram is trying to fight him. And there's this whole thing where they have a sword fight or a epee fight or whatever you want to call it. I guess he has a sword. Vikram has an epee. And they're fighting, and Vikram thinks he's going to win, which is what we kind of, or at least I kind of assume, because he's like the best swordsman. But Peter Pan's like, oh no, I'm the best swordsman in whatever, all the land or whatever. But that's because it's part of the story. So the story is basically, he says, going to go the way it always goes. He always kills Hook. He's becoming part of the story, and he's going to die by being backed up off the plank here, which is also very digital. But because he realizes, and I think Charlie says something that makes him remember.
Charlie tells him. Charlie,
do you remember what
yelling
she
at
says?
him. She's like,
"Be yourself."
You need to be yourself, because by being Hook, you're gonna lose. You can't win.
You can't change it. So he refuses to fight, and because he's Vikram, and it works because then he can't defeat him if he's not fighting him, and everything turns back to normal. I know I swear I took the picture of her when her head opened like that, like the crocodile. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did. At one point, she turns into a crocodile and opens her mouth, and I don't know why. I swear I had it. Maybe I didn't. I thought I did.
Maybe it gave you nightmares or something.
That's okay.
Yeah,
we all.
I don't know. It's fine. I just thought I had it. But now it has turned back into the warehouse, And she said something like, "Did you guys want to see a cannon?" Or I don't even. God, I'm sorry, my brain's mush today. She gets the kids excited about the cannon, and she shoots off a cannon. So they have.
Yeah, but they
think-
made a joke about it being canon or something like that. Because
Oh
he
yeah,
kept
she
saying
says about it being canonized. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because he says something previously about something Vikram did. I think he said
not
wasn't
being
canon.
canon. Wendy can't fight because it's not canon, and like Hook always loses because it's canon.
Yeah,
it's not. It's uncanny, non-canyon. You know what I mean?
Canon. Yeah. So she's making
One of
it-
the canyons.
so she blows up everything, and then he grabs Wendy, and he's like, "I'm taking you to Never Never Land, and we'll be there forever." And she instead starts. You know what? I swear some of these are out of order. That's why I'm not seeing them all. I don't know why they're showing up out of order, because they obviously aren't back at the library in between. That wouldn't make sense unless this was just maybe a flash she saw. It might have been. Do you remember? Maybe this was just a flash she saw, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of parallels what Connor does in the other episode. Like Charlie has this whole diatribe about being responsible for her.
Yeah,
her
she'll
friend
always choose.
family.
She'll always choose her friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like her found family, and next episode it's like Connor's found family.
Yeah,
It's
it
about
is.
the same. I like how they run parallel.
Yeah, and we'll probably get one with Lysa and Vikram too. But Charlie starts remembering all her responsibilities, but the fact that she would choose them, and that's what.
Yeah, but she was saying like charges and surcharges and things that made her not float because they're realistic instead of happy thoughts. They weren't happy thoughts, I guess, but they're keeping
They were
her.
her she says are her responsibilities.
Yeah.
And it brings her back to Earth, and he goes off to his own to Neverland, and she's basically like, "You'll be there forever, like you said, you'll stay young forever in Neverland by yourself." So there you go. And so he's gone. He never actually hurt anybody, though. It's interesting, but not that it's okay. He took people from their lives. I'm just saying.
Well, they died there. They didn't get.
They died. They died enjoying themselves. I'm just teasing.
They enjoyed themselves. It was fine.
Neo said the Neverland looked pretty good with the crocodile head. Yeah, that's a little. Jam said, "Did anyone else expect Vikram to say near the end something you should know? Pull off the hook and add, I'm not left-handed." No, but I am now, and I would have liked that. That would have been great.
That's the Princess Bride.
Is it? No. Oh, I didn't know it was a quote. I didn't remember it was a quote from that. I thought he just meant because it's something Vikram would say. But yeah, I think that is from Princess Bride.
What was it?
Pull
What
off his
was it?
hook and say, "I'm not left-handed."
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
That's
from Princess Bride.
But I haven't seen Princess Bride in so long. Well, I'm afraid your cannon is about to explode. Clap your hands if you believe massive explosion, boys and girls. Thank you. That was exactly what she said. That was great. I love
Charlie's gotten some great lines this season.
Yeah.
She has. Thanks, Kimberly, for dropping by. Yeah, that's how I feel being. That's why I said when I watch the screeners, they have no captions, so a lot of times I'm missing pieces. All right, so the Lost Boys now turn back into men, and they're like, "Where are we?" And she's going to take them back, and there's the poor wife putting back the cracked china again. But
She just got
herself.
it finished. It's such a British joke too. She just got it finished. It feels like it'd be like something on Faulty Towers or something. So like rigs them.
Yeah, well,
and she calls them darling all the way through it, which I thought was charming.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's good. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I didn't. So they're happy to be back. They appreciate Charlie now, and Connor makes a point of thanking her for what she does, and he's like, "You love us, you love." That was cute. He's teasing her, and yeah, I mean they are, like you said, they're the found family, and they are now trying to care about they already always cared about each other, but trying, I guess, to be more
conscientious.
Conscientious and supportive of each other, because in the next episode, like, they realize what they're doing to Connor, and they're kind of like, I mean, that's kind of what starts it, but they figure out pretty quickly what they've done.
I can see why people say there's chemistry between these two actors, because I can see it, because he kind of
what's funny? I thought about that comment the other night. when I saw this scene. I thought the same exact thing. I was like, wow, they do have really good chemistry together. I don't want to see them together as a couple.
Yeah, you don't see
but
them make out, but
they do have good chemistry.
Yeah, I was remembering us talking about that too. That somebody had said that when I watched the scene. They do. I mean, I don't think they need to get together, and I hope they're not going to. But I do see that the actors do. I don't know why they say Peter Pan is a villain as a way to ruin my childhood, because Peter Pan was never really the good guy in the story. The hook or metaphors for two extremes. Yeah, Peter Pan never was like a good guy, but he wasn't like evil either. Yeah. All righty. Well, that is the end of episode 3. So we shall move on to episode 4, unless you guys have anything else to add about episode 3.
Nope. Moving on.
Whoops. Hold on. I gotta. Damn it. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure it's sorted right this time before I open the
I don't think there
picture.
was a problem with the first sorting.
No, there wasn't. I was just making sure, because sometimes it defaults back to
I did like at the end of this one how they had the Tinkerbell making the showrunner's name at the end when the credits.
Yeah,
started.
when
Oh,
Dean Devlin, yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, that was
It's
cool.
blended. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute. I like that. All right, let's see. Changing pictures here. Hold on. There we go. All right. I love these guys. I know that they're from something. I'm guessing they might have been an ARC, or at least the guy. I feel like he might have been an ARC at one point, but I'm not 100%.
Do either of you guys watch The Rookie? Nathan Fillion
No.
show?
Are they in that?
He's been a recurring character on that show. He's Skip Tracer Randy. And he's fucking hilarious.
I've seen something.
I didn't get a good look at her dress, but I love her dress with all the deer on.
That's what I was just gonna say with all the deer. That's really cute. Hey, they're it's like handsome girl out in the woods, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, the black forest, yeah.
Well, between episodes, given that Charlie's last name is Cornwall, do you think that'll play into the show at all, since Pink Arthur is closely connected to Cornwall? I don't know. That's a good thought. I don't know. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
At least she might be somebody in the court, like John Larroquette's character was, you know?
Yeah, don't
Maybe.
know. Neo says, I've seen the guy on the left in a lot of things. I don't know what he is from. I just know that I recognized him. I was thinking that like I said, I was thinking that he was from the ARC, but I don't know. His accent seems familiar, his voice. I was looking to see if it said what he played. Gunther Flula is the name of the actor, and he has been on.
No, that's the character.
Oh no, Gunther's the character.
That's what did you just say? Didn't you just say
Borg?
Gunther was?
No, I said Flula Borg is the name of the actor.
Okay.
I don't know.
That is not what I heard you say.
No.
I heard you say it, Jamie.
No, I thought I'm reading it. I guess I had both in my mind because I read it and I read it wrong. Then it says Flula Borg. Anyway, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. That's probably where I'm remembering him from, I'm guessing. Because out of the other things he's been in, Scanning Them Fast, that's what I would have seen, and it's probably making me remember. But I don't know. Anyway, it does.
Good character actors is always on the show. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, they do have good character actors. Okay, so anyway, we have these two people, Gunther and I lost her, Olga. Gunther and Olga.
No, Olga was a contestant.
No, wait, where's the hell? Okay, I don't know that. Hilda. I'm sorry, Gunther and Hilda. All right, so these two are the hosts of this show Cooked, this reality show where they kick off, the worst cook or whatever out of the bunch, which is clearly making fun of, reality cooking shows, which is hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I say. I love a show that has its own fake show within it. Like they had that reality show in Yellow Jackets about the divorcees and stuff like that. I love a good show inside a show.
Yeah. Well, this is Cooked, like Chopped probably would be.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Or at least the title might have come from Chopped, I'm guessing.
Well, they also cook them and eat them, so that's funny.
Yes.
Well, cannibalism is not funny, as I say like 100 times in all my lives. But the word cooked on a show where they're eating the people is funny.
Yes, yes. So these are the two contestants. This woman, Olga, since I had the wrong one at the beginning. No, that isn't even Olga either. The other one's Olga. I don't know what the hell her name is.
That is Olga.
It is Olga. Well, she doesn't look like her picture on her memory database.
But she has the same necklace.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it is her. I don't know. I thought maybe she was the younger contestant because there's another female contestant. So I don't know. Anyway, I think that might be the other one. But anyway, this woman keeps winning the competition. This other one, the guy is the loser, and therefore he's, as they say, you're cooked. But this is where they take him into the back. The ones that work there, I don't know what the heck that was that came out the wrong moment. That's for sure.
Yeah, I like how they make puns about their food before they tell them they're cooked too.
Yes.
Your goulash was ghoulish.
Yeah, they are brother and sister too. The Hilga and Gunther.
Gunther.
Hold on, I gotta swallow a pill while I'm talking. But they lead him into the back room, and that's where they end up. Well, they're actually putting him in cages. They make it like he's getting. I mean, I thought at this moment he got killed, but he didn't.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Me three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is a good point. JM has. I called this the show set on TV studio since you can save money on it. You are not wrong. They can also save money on costumes too. There's another. I'm sure AJ. I'm guessing you picked up on the Easter egg later, but if not, I have pictures. Okay, so this is and the recipe for disaster. And Vikram in this episode is obsessed with microwaves because he has now discovered the miracle of microwaves, right? Oops, I didn't take off sorry, I left on.
Well, I would think so. Like he says later on, he's like, all TVs are magical to me. I mean, if you were from that time period, everything would be like magic around you.
It would be. It would
Very
be.
true.
And I like when they do those gags. So, hold on. Sorry, moving my stuff.
Well, it also bookends at the end too. So
yeah, it does.
Because he does make a microwave meal, a microwave bread.
You know, I thought, okay, I'm not even gonna say that because that just shows up a dork. I was gonna say when he did that, I thought he was making the cake that they stick in the microwave, and
well, you can make mug cake too. It was just making bread. Never turn out. They just never turn out when I do it. They always.
I don't know. I don't cook. I just watch some cooking shows. Just like, is it cake? I was so happy when Vikram's like, I know what's cake, and it's not cake. And I'm like, I love that show. That's an awesome show. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. So on this really, really, really old TV, they're watching Cooked, and all of them are engrossed in it. Liza has a cold. She's all plugged up, and she's using her, what is essentially Vicks, but they don't call Vicks, probably because it's a brand name, but she's essentially made her own Vicks to try to open her nose. And Connor is suddenly like, I smell food coming from the TV. And they're like, what? And they don't, look, they did not believe him, I guess. I wouldn't say they didn't believe him. They just weren't really paying tons of attention and were like, you must be imagining it. And they said it enough that he got upset because we know, and they even comment on it, we know from the other episode that like he is worried. His fear is that he is going to go down too far down the rabbit hole and end up too obsessed with everything going on in the library. So he feels like they're saying that he's going crazy or whatever because that's his fear.
But Victor did say a joke that I liked in here because why are you watching a cooking competition where the viewer cannot eat what's cooked?
Yeah.
Because I've always wished there could be a machine like a 3D printer or something that just prints what they're cooking so you could also taste it, like a little tiny taste.
What was it? You know, there's something, and I don't even know what it was, but there's a joke on something I watched where they talk about like they should make scratch and sniff stuff to go with the show. I don't know what the hell that was on, but something they have a joke about that when they're talking about cooking shows. On Liza,
how would that work exactly?
I don't know. It was just a joke on a show I watched once. Actually, who knows? Maybe it was leverage. I don't know. On Liza being sick, one tiny thing that annoys me is TV characters are never sick unless it's relevant to the plot. Smell-o-vision. You know, I don't know what it was about though. Something that made that joke. But anyway,
I know that one John Waters film had smell-o-vision. They had cards they handed out before, but they were really gross smells. Because
yeah,
it was John Waters film.
Wasn't it? I don't know what it was I saw, but it wasn't that. Anyway, you were right. Characters tend to not be sick very often in shows unless it's important. That is a good point. Or sometimes characters are sick when the actors are sick and they put it into the plot. That also happens. Or like when a character hurts their leg and they write it into the plot. So that does sometimes happen. But yes, you're right. Usually there is a point if they're sick. Now, see, if it was me and I was on the show, I'd probably be sick a lot and have bad allergies because my head's always plugged. So I feel for her having a plugged head. That's where I'd say go buy Afrin. JM says Connor's t-shirt, is that the Serbian word brother or something? I haven't the slightest clue, but that's what his shirt is there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Serbian. Sorry, but I'll take your word for it. All right. Yeah, no, that's cool if it is. So yeah, he gets upset and he ends up going to this coffee shop, and they have the show playing in the background, and he smells it again. He's like, "Does anybody else smell that?" And I guess him smelling it, like that's the way they're bringing people, right? Like the people that are, we find out, later. Hilga and Gunther say something like the kind of people that taste the best, basically, that they smell it through the TV, and then they're the ones that are pulled into audition for the show, and the ones they put on. So they are going to try to figure out. Meanwhile, after they realize Connor was so upset, I think Liza takes apart the TV. They're trying to figure out what it was that he smelled and what it was coming from to figure out, there's obviously a magic artifact somewhere if he's right, and they do believe him, just a few minutes too late because he already left. So they start investigating it, and he's still eating shit, and then they see the pendulum is at the television studio where the show is being filmed, and they're like, oh, it must really have been something then, right? They know he's right for sure at that point. If the character was sick and didn't have to go with the plot, a bunch of folks will complain that there was no point to it. You're probably right. But I do notice sickness is always a plot point. It is. It usually is. All right. So on the set, on the lot, I should say, rather than the set, they are on the studio lot of this Cooked. And AJ, are you still there? And you just turned the camera off? Okay. Because I was going to say, I couldn't get the best picture of it, but I assume that you noticed the ARC costumes.
Oh, I did not. That's so blurry in the background. I did not notice
that. I just noticed the ballerinas because I pay attention to anything that's Frumish, and there's ballerinas.
Okay. There is a better shot of them, but I couldn't get the right moment that showed it. But they're walking around in the background. They did the same thing in the convention episode last season. Yes.
That I noticed.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you about it. I knew it was coming up in this the suits. I love when they do that. I love Easter eggs. But yeah, it's one of Dean's other shows, so that is what it is. And I don't know if there's probably Leverage reference somewhere that we've missed. I want to remember what the Doctor Who one was in this one though. I don't remember there being a Doctor Who reference in this one unless I mixed up episodes. So I'm curious what it was. But they come and they're like, we need to get in to the studio, and we're the librarians. So of course,
Oh, why did you say so?
Why did you say so right away? I would love if they had a librarian badge. Now that would be a good Doctor Who joke. But anyway, this guy, he does let them in. I don't know why I took a picture of the on-air sign, but there you go. So when they get into the Cooked place, they find out that Connor is a contestant, and so they definitely got to figure it out and figure out what's going on and protect him. And there are the hosts again there. And they're like, why are you here and everything? And he doesn't even know how he got there. He's like, I blacked out. Something's going on. I smelled the TV and then I blacked out and here I am. Sorry, I'm blanking on some of the details. He talks to this woman, since she Olga, since she always keeps winning the competition. They think that maybe at this point, they think she's behind it, and are going to go look in her dressing room to see if they can find anything.
But she's got a cauldron.
She has a cauldron, yes. Which looks more like a fondue pot, but I digress.
Well, it's a Dutch oven. So.
Dutch oven.
Dutch oven. Okay, well, to me, it looks like a fondue pot. So anyway, they think that maybe she's partially behind it since she keeps winning the competition. And Lysa and Charlie sneak into her dressing room to see what they can find. And they come up with, and I don't think I have the picture yet, but they come up with a cooking book that looks more like a witch's grimoire with spells and stuff. Not spells, but with recipes for magic and stuff is what they think it is, because they think she's to blame. And there's Connor again. He looks over to her. I don't know if you were just supposed to, at this point when they had this little thing, think that she was doing some kind of voodoo on him, because it was a little weird.
Yeah, well, that's the whole setup.
Yeah. Which I think, knowing the show, you probably already figured out it wasn't her. Or I guess it wasn't her. But I guess that was what that little thing was about. So yeah, they've got to figure it out before anything happens to Connor. Here they are testing the dishes. Here's the recipe book there. And found out later, I think it was her grandmother's or something to that. Okay. The job seems to involve an awful lot of running. Yes. That I can see that being a Doctor Who reference. Just run. All right. So they think they need to. I was gonna say, dude, my mind for some reason is in Warehouse 13 mode, because I'm just gonna say they need to neutralize the book, and I'm like, wait, that's Warehouse 13. That's not this show.
Yeah, it's not the same though. It does run parallel.
It is. There's a lot of similarities in this. All right. So, I just noticed now that's like a cooking dial. I didn't notice that till now.
Yeah, it's nice. I appreciate that logo.
Yeah, no, I didn't notice that. AJ just came back. Wait, I got to switch you. Hold on. Oh, wait. Once you add on stage, it should work. It's because you're not on stage yet. Yeah, you're not on stage yet, are you?
I put myself on stage.
Well, then why is she?
It's
connected. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can take her off and put her back.
Keep talking and I'll. It's okay.
No, I think the only way you can do it is to remove her and put her back, but I don't even know how to do that.
It's fine.
I can go out and come back in. Let me go out and come back in.
That's the only thing that'll work, I think.
Hold on. Hold on. I got an idea. I'm going to take her off stage and put her back on.
Okay, you did. Well, she disappeared at the same time. That's what I was trying to do. I couldn't remember how to take her off stage. Oh, well, she'll come back in a second.
You hover over her icon.
I'm clicking the little 3 dots and trying to figure out why it's not working. As I said, my brain is fried. Too much puppy time. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't notice that this was a dial, like a cooking dial on the stove or whatever. I think that's cool. All right,
I did not notice that either.
No, I didn't. Now you're back on now, Scarlet. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Magic brought me here for a reason. That could either be brilliant analysis or very worrisome. Yes.
Well, it's kind of in line with where we're going with this, since Merlin popped up.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Scarlet could be right. They could all connect to Merlin at the end.
It could be an overarching thing with Merlin.
I agree. I think she's right.
Yeah, I think she might be. I definitely think that makes sense to the story. So they're worried for Connor, trying to figure out, like I said, what's going on. I don't necessarily remember I'm trying to remember some of the details. Charlie pretends to be a journalist and comes to interview them to find out more about like the contestants and about Olga. And they just say, oh, she had the best food and everything. And she really doesn't get a whole lot of anything at this point. But I wonder if that costume is relevant.
Yeah, but she does say her cooking's magical. And that's what Charlie takes away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She does say that. But this is where Lysa realizes that all the other contestants that they have disappeared. They're
Mhm.
looking for the people. So they know that something's one dude wore bow tie. There was also bow tie could be Doctor Who reference too. It could be. Although people do wear bow ties that are in Doctor Who, but it could be.
Bow ties are cool.
Yeah, bow ties are cool. But anyway, well, this guy, now since you said bow tie, I'm thinking he's got a Stetson, which could be, he has the cowboy hat and the bow tie for a while. So anyway, yes, they have been disappearing. Their families are looking for them, so they know something's going on. They just takes them a while to figure out that it's actually the hosts that are the ones perpetrating it. Let's see.
Well, they figured that out because Lysa saw them.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten to that yet. I'm not that far. They snoop around, and when they go to the office, this is where, there we go, Lysa finds them in the cages. And this is where it kind of starts that I think they explain it after, but it's like they're like from Hansel and Gretel, just like how the other one was.
They're not from Hansel and Gretel. They are Hansel and Gretel.
They are Hansel and Gretel. Sorry, but they became evil, and now they're eating people to get revenge for the witch trying to eat them.
But it's got a taste for it.
They got a taste for it, yeah. So she comes and tells Vikram. They talk about it. They need to find a way to bring them back. And then this smell, she's the grandma has a Gretel. I don't remember all the details. You must quell the smell spell. Why do witches always make you rhyme? Yes, they discover when they watch people that they are controlling everybody by this smell that Connor had smelled. And because they start being controlled. Lysa does not, because Lysa's nose is plugged, so she can't smell anything. She's the only one that's immune, which is why when they go back to the library, the two of them are fighting because they're like, don't remember what's going on. And she's like, I forget exactly what she says, but she's basically like, don't kill me, and then shoves Vicks under their nose. Which they
well, it has two of my favorite lines when she calls him a steampunk punk, which I loved. And then she says, did Hot Topic invade the Ren Fair? And then Vikram says, I have no idea what any of those words mean. That's probably my favorite line from this episode.
No, that's great. That is a great line. But yeah, she's the only one that isn't affected because she can't smell anything. So she uses her concoction under their noses to stop the smell, and then suddenly they are okay. But she doesn't have enough, and she doesn't have time to make more. So they're not able to just give it to everybody. And now Connor is cooked. There's her thing. She's like, I'm out of it. And so, yeah, he's cooked, and now he's going to end up back there being eaten if they don't rescue him in time. So
I'm just saying what Susie was saying, the haggis of heartbreak. I loved all the names of all the recipes.
Yeah, I missed that one, the haggis of heartbreak. That's great.
Is this before he talks to Olga and talks about butter?
No, here he talks to her.
Yeah, because he talks about all those places like butter. He looks at like different things around, like Big Light. Because it could all be names of like fancy places to eat, like in Rome and New York City and stuff, like butter.
Yeah, that's great. He starts to do something though, because he has a plan. He starts to cook, which is to make the bread to break, but we don't know that yet. He's cooking while she's fighting them. Jam said Dean Devlin said the needle teeth are a specific Doctor Who reference to Prisoner Zero from 11th Hour. I can see that now that you said that, but I definitely didn't pick up on that, but I see that now. I get it now. Very cool. I don't think I got a picture of their teeth though, but I know what that would look like. So they are fighting them while Lysa finally gets out a blowtorch here, and she does rescue them, but they still are not themselves. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Connor ends up himself because of what Liza says to him, and I don't remember exactly what she says.
No, it's
but
because of the bread. The bread.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he was already himself at this point. I guess
When
not.
the bread was cooking in the microwave was when it
He smelled the bread. You're right.
Yeah, the
You
bread.
got them out there. No, you're right. You're right. He puts the.
Oh
the
yeah,
cake-
that's an action shot of him cooking the bread.
Yeah. Now see, this to me, I thought was cake batter. That's why I assumed it
Mug
was
bread.
noodle. Yeah, but it's bread batter. There they are, like on top of that. That's so funny when they're on top of that fighting. But he's making the bread, and then Liza is like going to spray and make I guess it's kind of like a Molotov thing, but you know what I mean. She's spraying the it's flammable, and she's gonna use the blowtorch to make the fire come out, and it scares him. So he's clearly afraid of fire. There he is with his boob, or his bib.
Yeah, he has trauma about fire.
Getting ready.
I'm assuming they don't like fire because of the whole, they were going to be cooked.
Going to be cooked in an oven? Yeah.
Going to be cooked. Exclamation.
Cooked, exactly. So anyway, yes, the needle teeth did look cool. I wish I had taken a picture of them. I don't know why I didn't take a picture of that. I did not. But let's see if I can. Let me open this a second.
Anyway.
Why we're looking at this, try to get it. So yeah, they are scared of it, and they're able to distract them long enough for, I'm probably not going to be able to get it. I was going to see if I could, but I don't think I can.
Don't worry about it.
No, I know. I just wondered if I could, but I don't think I can. Oh, well, they have needle teeth. Okay.
Imagine if you will.
Yeah, imagine if you will. But Charlie fights them, and then eventually they get them into the oven and shut it. And when they open it, they're cooked. But he's got the bread.
People.
Yeah, they're gingerbread people, but that's a little bit later. But Connor smells the bread, and he remembers breaking bread, and or it's the act of breaking bread. But either way, it brings him back and takes him out of the trance that he's in. And the perception spell from the Christmas one. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So yeah, they all start remembering things and are brought back to their true selves while they are cooking in the oven. And I think she says something like that the cookbook was her grandmother's or something like that, and she just used it for the recipe.
No, she stole it from them.
She stole it from Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, okay.
She was trying to get a leg up. She was trying to get a leg up.
No, you're right. I don't know why.
She wanted to see what they liked food-wise, but
but she couldn't make sense of any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. She couldn't read it. Sorry. Like I said, my brain's mush tonight. I'm forgetting things. Okay, so she stole it from them, didn't actually use it for anything because she wasn't the bad one, they were, so she didn't know how to use it. And they open the oven, and there are the gingerbread.
That's hilarious.
It is. And they're able to use that as like the artifact that they put away in the jar, but not before he makes her think he's eating them.
Yeah,
that was great.
That was great. But they're still in the annex though, right? So like they still had to be taken to the library part because she just kind of puts them on the shelf, and I thought that was interesting. They have to take them yet. They'll be eventually transported to the library.
But they couldn't pay for Elaine to be in this episode.
Yeah, I guess not. So Connor cooks them dinner.
Yeah, why is he cooking for Elaine too? Where's Elaine? Didn't invite her.
Whoops. Yeah, maybe she was busy.
Didn't invite her. Not important.
Maybe she's in the library.
Maybe she's busy working. But this is where Vikram says about. I think this is where he says about it not being cake, and he says nothing here is cake, and he's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like looking for cake. So yeah, they are all reminded that they are a found family, and that's what brought them back together. And he knows now that they care about him, just like how Charlie, realized, like he said earlier at the end of the last episode, that they're on her side as well. So they are being more cognizant of paying attention to.
I did like his whole story about the Italian restaurant and everything, and he was actually feeding bread to even the other people that were on the cooking show. I thought it was kind of nice.
Yeah. But now they are all back to normal and enjoying each other's company.
Totally back to normal. Everything's
Totally back to their normal anyway.
Well,
And
I mean,
having
yeah, I
Merlin
was gonna
shows
say
up.
normal for the library.
And having dinner in the middle of the, I don't know what
He
you want to
cooked a
call it.
lot of food.
Yeah,
He did. Quite a lot of food. You're right. That they can enjoy. So that is the end. I'm not sure if there was anything else other than I didn't.
So something I was gonna say before, they should have called this episode "Ooh, That Smell." But I know they couldn't. But they wouldn't have been able to afford the Leonard Skinner song to play in the background. So
Yeah,
it would have been so fitting with the chorus.
Yeah, but it has to be and the something. So they would have had to redo it
Yeah,
anyway. So that's how it works. Have they broken the fourth wall before this episode? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know for sure. I'd have to think about it. All right. Well, that is, as I said, the end. Unless you guys have more to add.
I want to answer Neo's question. Neo says, "What do you guys think about no Merlin in either episode?" I think they can't afford him for too many episodes.
I think you're probably
That's what I'm
right.
saying. He's like, and these
And not for
reflect his
nothing. And not for
magic.
nothing. I like when the overarching villain doesn't show up all the time. Like when they're around too much, it kind of takes away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have not seen that, Susie. Sorry, I don't watch that show, but that's interesting. I'm curious what is it case. And it was.
Yeah, that's coming around. The new season's coming around.
It's still on?
Oh yeah, it's the longest running comedy show.
Oh, I thought Is It Sunny was canceled a long time ago. I don't know why I thought
I think it's
that.
on season 19 or something, 18 or 19.
Interesting. I did not know that because a lot of the actors are in other shows too. So that's interesting. All righty. Well, that is all I got anyway. So unless you guys have anything else to add,
they quelled the spell.
Yeah, they did.
Dispelled the spell with the gel or no gel.
Yes, Susie.
Yes, they did that. Is Charlie? Yes. Don Monahan is Merlin, but I'm sure Merlin will be.
He'll pop up.
Coming up again. Yeah.
This is only episode.
Really bother me that he wasn't in it. I mean, yeah. I'd like him to be.
That's what I'm saying. I like it when the villain isn't around all the time.
Yeah.
Usually, when they do the overarching story, the villain shows up probably 4, maybe 5 times a season.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want to. Well, look, they did last season that the one that was the villain became more important and came back at the end of the season. So hopefully he'll come back before the end. I don't know, but yeah, he'll definitely be back, I think. But yeah, I guess that's it. Make sure you guys tune in Sunday at 10 Eastern for our birthday party for Scarlet and
yay,
Jackbox games. Do some From trivia and maybe some Yellow Jacket trivia. We're gonna see if we can get together. That'll be Sunday night. So make sure y'all join us. And other than that, we're back on Monday at 10:30 for Silo. Tuesdays at 10 is Fandom Access. And then, yeah, Wednesdays is this show. So we will see you again on Sunday. If you haven't joined our Discord, make sure you do. You can get all our schedule and links and all the fun stuff there. We also sometimes play Jackbox games directly on Discord that you can join us with. Usually been doing it Friday night. So make sure that you join Discord. And I think that's about it. Other than as
subscribe.
Before, yeah, like the video, subscribe to SciFi Vision. And if you have any questions for visual effects for Monarch, you can also put them in Discord where I have the channel for submitting questions. That I'm doing that tomorrow, and also an interview about the titles of the opening credits of Murderbot. This is more for your consideration for Emmys stuff we got going on, and I think some more Dead City interviews coming too. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for that as well. All right, everybody. Well, we will see you soon. Have a good night.
Night all.
Night. I Pan. everyone. I hope.